the legendary sword of Rupture, Aya, owned by the king of heroes Gilgamesh himself. This magnificent sword boasts the ability to tear apart time and space itself, and is ranked as one of the strongest weapons in fiction. But for all the hype this sword gets, I never really see people explaining what exactly it is, and that's where I come in. Hi guys, I'm Otaku Phoenix, and alright everybody, let's get into it.
Stay with me, little bitch, yeah, you know that I'm your man. You be capping like a snitch, no thoughts, one step, 2 hoes, 10 toes, new guap, gun bands, new whip, new chips, new kicks, straight check, she bad bitch, no bag. I just hit another liquor, she be counting all rest, and I be feeling hella rich, no Brian, let's step, about to make another hit, God bitch, in my life.
The divine construct Aya, a weapon so powerful and magnificent, it literally requires its own key in order to activate it. Aya, a weapon so magnificent that only the king of heroes and the first hero himself, Gilgamesh, can use it. Aya, a weapon so glorious that Gilgamesh would dare not use it on anything he does not deem worthy, to the fact that it becomes an insult for you to even ask him to use it on anything else. Aya, a weapon so magnificent, it literally has a sword that chooses people that are worthy for it to be used against. I am not kidding, read what Gilgamesh says. This sword has its own fucking bodyguards. Like, what the shit? But what exactly is Aya? Well, we'd have to go back to the creation of the planet itself. Originally, the Earth was a formless ball of magma and burning gas, kind of like the sun, until a nameless unknown god used his divine power and gave that formless ball of gas shape and turned it into the Earth we know and live on today. This god then created a construct capable of performing the same miracles he did that day. However, this construct was lost until it was found by the young king of Uruk, who then named it in appreciation of the water god Aya. This is none other than the divine construct Aya. Aya's blade is divided into 3 main segments representing heaven, earth, and the underworld, in turn representing all of the universe according to mythology. Once these 3 segments start spinning rapidly, they create an incredible amount of force, releasing an incredible amount of wind pressure, as you can see here, the Enuma Elish. This is the reason why when Shiro looked upon Aya in Fate Stay Night's Unlimited Blade Works, when he pulled it out to stop Angramanu's monster arm from reaching him, the reason Shiro, whose ability to copy any weapon, could not scan it is because it is literally older than any weapon, even older than the planet itself, meaning it cannot be defined by any concept man can imagine. Therefore, it also doesn't qualify as a sword or a weapon. It's closer to actually a wand. Once these 3 segments spin rapidly, they generate an incredible amount of force. As I said previously, just from activating it for a few seconds did that. Gilgamesh can actually focus the winds of Aya into a single point and fire it off as an energy beam-like attack. As we can see here, once used at its full power against Artoria Pendragon, also known as Arthur Pendragon, aka the wielder of the greatest holy sword in human history, Excalibur, Aya could not only clash with it, but it completely overpowered Excalibur, sending Artoria flying and injured her to the point not even her healing factor could completely get rid of those wounds. And even more impressive, when once again used at its full power, it was able to blast a primordial goddess of ancient Mesopotamia, Tiamat, to complete oblivion. Granted, she was weakened by a bunch of others, but this is still an incredibly impressive feat. It literally destroyed her soul itself. But that's not the only special ability Aya possesses. You see, Aya is actually a divine construct meant to replicate the work of that unknown god that gave the earth form. By destroying all layers of the planet separated through different time-space axes, at basically different worlds or textures, as we have the normal world and the reverse side. Aya's wings have the special ability to disrupt time and space itself. This is actualized when Gilgamesh spreads the wings of Aya and doesn't focus it in a singular energy beam-like attack or tornado-like attack. Instead of doing that, if Gilgamesh chooses to spread Aya's wings around, they destroy time and space itself, and the gaps in time and space suck up all matter around it, basically turning them into mini black holes. This was shown as Gilgamesh was able to easily destroy Iskander or Ryder's noble phantasm in seconds. The full power of this ability was shown in Fate's Strange Fake when Gilgamesh fought against his long-term rival and best friend Enkidu. Gilgamesh displayed the full power of this anti-world noble phantasm by spreading out the wing, and it was literally causing enough damage to crack time and space itself, as you can see on this screen. The damage was so bad it was able to be seen on a worldwide view. Basically, if I were to simplify what exactly Aya does, if the planet Earth is an orange, Aya unpeels the orange, exposing its inside. It tears off the layer separated by a wall of time and space. But Aya isn't invincible. As I showed before, Enkidu's Enuma Elish was able to completely cancel out Gilgamesh's, even though Enkidu's Enuma Elish is A++, while Gilgamesh's own is EX. Not to mention the scabbard of Artorias Excalibur, the divine construct known as Avalon, was also able to not only recharge Artoria and then completely heal the wound she had suffered from her earlier blast of air, but he was able to completely deflect Gilgamesh's Enuma Elish and fire it back at him, to the point even he was shocked. Aya also requires an extremely large amount of mana in order to be used. The amount of mana needed is reduced by how many treasures Gilgamesh has in his second noble phantasm, Gate of Babylon. But during the FGO Babylonia singularity, after the death of Enkidu, Gilgamesh sealed away Aya. And during this incident, he also gave out 90% of Gates of Babylon to his citizens to create the Dinger Canon, which were also being fueled by Gilgamesh's own magic power. Meaning, he literally was so jammed magic power that a single use of Aya at this point, just one use, could have actually killed him. That is how much power Aya requires. Nevertheless, Aya is an extremely powerful divine construct, and if Gilgamesh ever pulls it out against anyone, that fight is practically settled. Anyway, that's all I have for today, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.